Getting yourself the old Mar-a-Lago face isn't a one and done procedure. Sure, you head down to Florida, you get yourself diced up, injected and fillered and sucked out and pushed into other stuff. You do all of that. But then afterward, you're gonna need some maintenance, and that ain't free, as the RNC is now discovering, because between April and November, the RNC spent more than $59,000 on media preparation, paid to just one pair of makeup artists who evidently were working hard for the money. The majority of that money, almost all of it, $53,850 went to Brittany Getz, a professional hair and makeup artist who began contracting with the RNC during the summer. Her website, which was recently unpublished, said that she has worked for Fox News. Now unavailable social media posts show that she had done work for White House Press Secretary Karoline Leavitt and other GOP officials and personalities. So the RNC does not detail the specific services that she provided while earning more than $21,000 in August and more than $10,000 during September and then October and then November, according to the FEC. But that is a lot of money to be making in just a couple of months for anybody, regardless of your field. Now, we do know that they're taking this media stuff and their appearance very seriously. Raw Story reported back in 2023 that the RNC under then chair Ronna McDaniel spent $17,000 of committee funds at just one Michigan salon, part of nearly $100,000 that the committee had spent on a cosmetic related services over several years. And that's a lot of money, and that's just me as a total non-expert saying that. Meredith McGehee, a longtime expert in lobbying and ethics, told NOTUS that the amount the RNC spent in late 2025 seemed, quote, pretty high, though it didn't surprise her. Quote, in Trump land, as we know, they all wear about a ton of makeup, male and female, said that they would have Republicans spending a whole lot of money on makeup with the president, with this president is in some ways no surprise. I mean, Trump probably wears that much makeup himself, like tens of thousands of dollars. And I just want everyone to remember that they spend an inordinate amount of time doing media appearances. They are constantly going on Fox News, constantly going on all these crappy little grifty podcasts and all that stuff, and then doing the photo shoots. And look, whatever concern they had about their physical appearance previously, it's probably twice as much now after that Vanity Fair, not Vanity Affair. I don't want to implicate things. Vanity Fair interview that had shots like this in it, which has got to make them double down on wanting the best possible makeup artist coming out of that. So anyway, yes, granted, quite a bit of this is probably JD Vance's eyeliner, but what do you make of these expenditures?
I will say that beauty procedures, I don't know if people are aware, are very, very expensive. Like it costs a lot of money just to go to a salon and get your hair done. If you want to blow out, if you want to get color in your hair, if you want to cut, all of that, it can get very, very expensive very quickly. And that's just for basic stuff. That's not considering if you want to get your lips filled and injected, if you want to get a little Botox here and there, if you want any kind of laser treatment or microneedling or anything more invasive than that, or if you want your eyelashes put on, things like that. So it can add up very, very quickly is my point. Your nails, your toes, like everything, right? It adds it very, very quickly. So the expenditures aren't, yeah, it is a lot, and I don't love that they're using taxpayer money to do it. But it.
Well, I assume that's donations in there.
Yeah, we're gonna assume that it's all donations, John. We're gonna assume that, which is a nice assumption that makes us all feel better. But it is crazy because when you consider that they're all on TV all the time, they always have to feel like they're camera ready. But what's funny to me about this is that the work is so bad that they're getting done, right? They all look terrible. They all look like they've had so much work done. If they're spending so much money on all this work, I shouldn't really be able to see it, right? I shouldn't be able to see how caked on your makeup is. I shouldn't have to see your unblended nose contour on Vanity Fair. I shouldn't have to see all your lip injections, exactly where everything was injected. And I keep thinking, like the whole time you were presenting this story, I just had like that image of who's the guy with the forehead?
Matt Gaetz?
No. Yes, Matt Gaetz. Thank you. I love that you got that from that description. Whenever he came out and he had all of this work done and his eyebrows were like up to here and his eyes were so big and everyone was like, what the heck? And he had more makeup on than I have on my face right now. And it's really unappealing. And the fact that they insist on just like that's the look that we're going for. Like, it's not that hard to blend your foundation out. Everyone knows that. That's like makeup 101. Even whenever they cover up Trump's hand, his mark on the back of his hand, I don't know why it looks like they just slapped like a sticker on the back of his hand. I don't understand why nobody is blending that better, because it can be a lot better than what they're doing. Yeah. So they're paying a lot of money, but apparently it's not money well spent.
Yeah, I don't want to besmirch the services of that particular makeup artist or whatever, but like generally, I don't think it's good quality work that's being done out there. And by the way, I don't like that, especially all the MAGA women are like, if you want to have a position, you have to make yourself look like this particular thing. I don't like that pressure being put on them. And it doesn't matter to me. Evil is evil. I don't care what you look like. I also just think that they've landed on a look that is so unappealing. It just is not for me. And appealing to Trump is just, it's a bad choice. It's a bad choice.